Hello again and welcome back to Star Trek Online. Well, we are right where we left off last time, about to save the Borderskew from Tassian Faye.
We must secure the bridge!
Alright.
Good. You live to fight beside us still. The Etherians and their spineless leader have dared to board the Borderskew and set it ablaze with their sabotage.
How shall we proceed? They seem to forget that the Empire was forged in fire. What are your orders, Captain?
That's the spirit. You must pick up a fire suppression device if you wish to die honorably. The device, however, must be repaired first. Those worthless swines have sabotaged most of our equipment.
Copy that. Let's get started. So we have to repair it, and obviously, depending on what your skill, your class is, you get to repair it in a different way. This fire suppression unit's firmware has been tampered with. Although it appears operational, the dispersal node blocks when activated. So, tactical. Override biometric lockouts, forcing the device into fail-safe combat mode. Science. Run a microspectral tricorder analysis to isolate the corruption and reset the device to default parameters. Or engineering. Use a hyperspanner to bypass the trigger circuit, restoring power flow to the dispersal node.
Extinguish the flames and join your allies in battle.
Of course. So Seven and Q have been down here fighting an Etherian the entire time. I should say Etherians the entire time.
Good, you're here. We're a little outnumbered.
No worries, I got you covered. No!
Is glorious.
What's with the purple one? Oh no, that was my fire. Notice we're rescuing crew members again. First of 6. I don't think there was... Was there one up here? I don't think there was. No, okay. We should... I know I've gotten all 6 of the others before this, so... Extinguishing more flames. Moving on. And next attack...
To sabotage
There
a
it is.
Klingon ship is to provoke the wrath of 1,000 bottlets!
Indeed it is. And we were... there we go, remodulate. I knew it was gonna happen eventually.
Well, we said it would be nice to go somewhere warm for my next job. This is overkill.
Just a little bit. Okay, one fire extinguished. Another fire extinguished. There's another crew member. Tell Captain Corin I fought with honor. You will not die this day, warrior. Alright. Extinguish this one, and... they are through there. Perfect. Ah, another warrior. Stovokor awaits. It will wait another day. Okay. And next ambush.
Still no visual on Tassian Faye, but there are plenty of drones around.
Yep, lots of drones. So they don't prefer to be called drones. Not that we really care about.
Can't tell if
Well,
I'm inhaling smoke
maybe they
or
do
if it's the
prefer to be
taste of
called
defeat.
drones.
Where's Tassian Faye?
6 Eyes, Molar, Lurk, Volkur. Let me save this person first, this warrior first. Not that it really matters, but just in case.
Corin, this is Jirok. There are reports of multiple incursions taking place in the Kittimer system.
Multiple?
Hoitcha! My comms officer will notify Cadwin. May their battle be as glorious as ours.
You better keep moving. Okay, moving on to the next part. I don't see any other warriors
Artillery and
just
boarders
yet.
on the lower level. Stay sharp and look out for survivors.
There we go. Wow. That one death got 3 items. Here's another person to rescue. And only one last fire to put out down here.
Alliance team, report to the mid-level of the bridge.
You got it. Alright, nobody here. Hi there.
Though these flames make for a glorious battle scene, suffocating is no way to reach Stovercore. We need to repair the Bordeskiew's ventilation system and clear all debris so we can find this Etherean Tuck-Kek.
We'll be more effective if we split up. I'll work on opening the vents.
You're right. I'll stay with Corin and help clear the debris. 7, I recommend you and I split up in case something goes wrong on either side.
Right, one of you needs to defuse Tashin Fei. 7, I guess you're with me. So I extinguish the fire, then we go and turn on the air scrubbers while they clear out the debris.
Formal training or just impeccable instinct?
Probably a little bit of both.
We've cleared an area of debris. Smoke is subsiding.
My internal sensors are reading one more ventilation console up ahead.
Yep. Spray this down.
Fire, right? It's almost ironic now.
Yeah. But we are the Klingon Empire.
You know, something's
We are
telling me
forged in
we are
fire.
going about our trap the wrong way.
Yeah. This doesn't seem to be working very well.
Ventilation's back online too.
Perfect.
Heads
Now
up,
for
I'm
the
picking
fun
up on
part.
Tassin Fei's exact biosignature, but the signal is fading. I don't see her up there, though. Can anyone get a visual?
Let's
Visual
see.
or not, we must clear this debris. If the Etherean leader is hiding behind it, she will die a coward.
Let's clear this up. Alright. Melting the debris. There it goes. There's our final crew member. That doesn't seem like
Damn,
Fat
she
Tassin
escaped.
Fei.
More Etherean borders.
How do they keep bypassing all of the Alliance's security parameters?
Good question. Once again, I don't know what the purple one is. The green one is obviously the one that holds me. The purple one, though, I've not seen until now. So that must be a recent addition. Yay!
Oh, fuck! What is this filth doing on my view screen?
I'm not sure what that is on your view screen, Captain Corin. Maybe an Etherean sabotage subroutine? Either way, no sign of Tassin Fei. The biosignature is gone.
Damn, we're stuck in a loop. She's just going to keep jumping around, isn't she?
Incoming transmission from Captain Sean.
Captain Sean, what's your status?
Alive, but not well. Sorry to say, but Tassin Fei is back on the Enterprise. I'm opening up a multi-channel with the Lassette.
Commander Jirok, how's the Lassette holding
The
up?
Lassette is stable, for now. But I suspect my vessel is next on Tassin Fei's list of destinations. What's the plan?
This game of Catch the Queen isn't as easy as it first seemed.
Know thine enemy. An Earth saying, I believe. Tassin Fei is one step ahead of us. We must get one step ahead of her.
Right. Trap her when or where she least expected.
That's pretty good, actually. The Harmony's disabled, right? In essence, the Alliance has control of it until Tassine Faye decides to initiate repairs, but that doesn't seem like her priority right now. Most of her drones are beaming onto our ships while her own shields are down. We could beam onto the Harmony while the Etherians are distracted and lay our trap there. A couple of pattern enhancers, maybe some arson, little vandalism, something to get her attention. Wouldn't be on our turf anymore, but we'd have some time to set it all up.
Worth a shot. There should be... Where should we beam
The
aboard?
reactor room. I remember Admiral Kumarke say something about how the core seemed important to them. Maybe we can do a little sabotage of our own.
Seeing as she tried to misuse the set's singularity core, that checks out. Let's do it. Captain Corin, the board skew is yours.
Your assistance aboard my vessel has earned my respect. But you are mad if you think any of the Alliance captains are willing to sit out on the fight of our lifetimes. On the way to the Midas Array, Sean, Jarak, and I swore to each other that we would see this plan through to the very end. We shall join you aboard the Harmony. Commander Boroth will take over in my absence.
Fair enough, but my bridge officers should stay behind and defend the Alliance ships, starting with the board skew.
A worthy compromise. I accept. Our deeds today will be the ones that echo through the halls of Stovakar. Kapla!
Kapla! Beam to the Harmony. We're beaming onto the harming me. Yeah, I said it.
All right. Looks like we're all accounted for.
Yep. There it is. Alright, let's see what we got.
My nanoprobes are detecting a single Etherian life sign nearby. It's phasing in and out of existence. This reactor room also looks a little different since my last visit. I guess they redesigned.
That's likely the Harmony's exotic interdimensional topography. Well, no sign of Tassine Faye or any drones. Seven, are you okay?
Life sign. It's accessed my neural transceiver and initiated contact through the collective subspace network. I think it's the reactor core. It's calling itself a tether to the ether, one of many Unimatrix chambers. Change of plans. We use the diffusion device on the core instead. I get the feeling there's a chance it could spread to the rest of Tassine Faye's collective, but we'd still need to trap her and hook her up to it to bypass any Etherian encryptions.
Is this something the Cooperative has tested before?
No, it's not. How do we know it'll even work? It's intended for a singular, partially biological life form. This is a reactor core acting as a subspace network.
I can't explain it. You weren't there when I accessed the Queen cell on board the artifact. Reconnecting to the collective as their temporary leader, it changed me. I think this ether recognizes me as a viable Borg Queen.
This plan sounds risky, but it's certainly possible.
I don't know, Seven. Injecting a whole collective with sudden individuality could have disastrous consequences.
I know you're worried, Hugh. But Picard couldn't have predicted the chaos caused by your individuality when you return to the collective. We know better now. If I act as the conduit and transfer Tassine Faye's authority to me, I can program the diffusion to be gradual. I've done it once, I can do it again. Trust me, I can do this.
I trust you, Seven.
All right. I trust you too. Remind me of the new plan.
Lay down the pattern enhancers close to the reactor core and target it to get Tassine Faye's attention. If this works, this ether should send her a subspace transmission through the core, prompting her to return. We can then prevent her from beaming back out. Once she's trapped, I'll hook both of us up to the ether and transfer her powers to me. If we inject the pathogen straight into the core system, we should be able to defuse any drones connected to it. Gradually.
She won't go down easily. Let's start.
Can you get those pattern enhancers placed? We'll cover you.
So, I originally went around and started putting out pattern enhancers, but eventually it takes you back to placing the one over here, and you realize that the captains are all standing next to stuff to scan. So, let's read the console. The Divine can only be reached by submitting to a greater power, so he may ascend to a form that words cannot begin to describe. Come, do not fear what cannot be understood by the lesser mind. Embrace it instead, wholeheartedly. Only then may we attain all the knowledge of the multiverse, for at present our bodily vessels are incapable of absorbing it. Join me, Lad Namandi. Rid yourselves of that which restrains you and holds you back from true victory. Free yourselves from the shackles of Iconian rigor. Give in to the Aether and let it fight for you. Friends, I know you are frightened, that you doubt the efficacy and ethics of the leap of faith we are about to take, but we must trust Belor's research. There is no coincidence that it has so far propelled Ladna into its golden age. Let us go even further together, as one. Pir Parsila Nani Ontolagi. Tefe? Alright. Read the console. Such victories were not only of the body, but of the mind. As the doctrine evolved, it was further perfected. Socio-historic texts such as the Origins could no longer be allowed to exist, as they contradicted the very nature of the Aether. Splintered factions of Iconian loyalists questioning the benefits of our fusion have since been eradicated. As far as we know, no one remains, not even the author of the Origins, which has since been destroyed and removed from the Aether's archive entirely. Text continues. The rest is untranslatable. Okay, and the final one. I am writing hurriedly as I sense the end is near. I see no other path forward than restoring to experimental bioenergetic fusion as a means of preventing cybernetic supremacy. What I have dubbed the inevitable onslaught is now upon us. If my calculations are correct, then we will all soon speak and act as one. Our individuality will be weeded out by the enemy's poison, but our knowledge and legacy will be preserved, I hope. Farewell, Kalmonons. You shall now be Lad Named. Belor. The author is marked as MIA in one of the appendices. Alright, Etherean linguist. Okay, now we can set up all this stuff. Enhancer number 1. Pattern enhancer number 1.
1 pattern enhancer placed. 3 to go.
Pattern enhancer number 2. Pattern enhancer number 3. Boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop.
Hang on, sensors are picking up an incoming energy signature.
That's not good. I should not hang on. I should get this last one set up.
Why do you choose senselessness? You could have ascended and joined us.
Well, that's not good. We've been teleported against our will.
Teleported to the other side. There goes step 1 of our plan.
Uh-oh.
She's got Sean, Corin, and Jarak in the stasis hold. We can't let her fuse them.
Oh boy. That's one of the big ones. Q. That's one of the big ones. Alright.
Take down this construct to release.
Start with that. Let's do that. Get this down here. Get this up and running. Summon these two. Do that. Another tether. Okay, oh, I forgot I have a gun now. I don't have to run forward.
Looks like the construct's become vulnerable to our attack.
Yay! You are vulnerable to our attacks.
was a close one. Let's see what this construct's made of.
Such strife, such smoke. The ether is fire.
But not a moment too soon. These Ethereans are insufferable.
Bend your parameters in favor of perfection. The ether devoids its ether.
I'd sooner be fed to the Koskari of Grethok than delay this battle any longer.
Alright. Time to attack the... Nope, not yet.
Heads up! Construct's vulnerable to our attacks again.
Good. Kill it. Kill it with fire.
Its
Wow.
destruction eludes us. The ether endures.
We need to lower these containment fields to reach Tassin Fei.
Good thing I kept the access codes. On it.
Well done, Hugh. Alright, moving on. And about halfway across the bridge.
She's teleported us again.
And she's called in drones for backup. We need to take her out.
Corin, Jirok, let's dethrone this drone.
You thought this would be enough to stop us?
No, but I kinda hoped.
She's on the move again, and she's shielding herself.
I'll lower the next containment field.
Of course.
All right. Let's head for the final containment field.
Okay, and once again.
If we don't place that final pattern enhancer, she could beam out. I'm on it.
You lack harmony, guidance.
Yeah, I lack harmony, cohesion, greatness. It'll be my undoing. I've heard it all before.
Final pattern enhancer
She's
placed.
so jaded.
Trapped. Damn it! She keeps jumping around to restore her shields. Rerouting power to them.
It's her halo. It's an energy redistribution node. We have to take it out.
I can remodulate a pattern enhancer to disrupt the defenses. You get that halo.
7 of 9. You sought perfection once. Why do you seek it no longer? Consider our offer.
An offer involves consent, something you're unfamiliar with. Time's up, bitch.
She puts up a good fight, I'll give her that. Shame it's not enough to break our resolve.
Oh. She moved. And now she's over here. Way the heck over here. Must you do that? It's really annoying. Alright. We'll summon these again. Bring in all of the things.
Modulated. Her shield is down. It's now or never.
Hugh, Sean, cover us.
Got it. It's now. Done.
There is no one left to fight beside you. The galaxy has torn itself apart.
You were just another tyrant clinging to control, Tassin Fei. And your tyranny ends now!
There it is. Broker Halo. Well done, Corin.
Restrainer.
Lowering the reactor core's containment field.
Here we go.
I'm hooked up. Drag her over.
It's just that easy.
You will not defuse the Ethereans.
It's for the best, Tassine Faye.
Think of it like this. You get to be the savior of your people.
It's your lucky day, Borg Queen.
Queen?
Security parameters disabled. Initiating transfer.
Inputting the modified neurolytic pathogen into the core's data stream.
No. No! We will not allow it!
You must comply.
We must not. We must protect the ether.
Watch out! She's modifying the injection stream.
It's too late. I'm in.
Is it too late? What was that? Oh. Looks like the Chimera Borg have taken advantage of the situation.
Chimerans! With security parameters disabled, they must have located the Harmony.
Wow.
Did it work?
That's a lot of them.
Not on the core, maybe on Tassine Faye. Too early to tell.
Captains, call your ships. We're getting out of here.
Commander Kiona, this is Captain Sean. Prepare to plot a course for Deep Space Nine. We're heading back.
Alright. By the way, we get his outfit. His, bulletproof vest, aka body armor, and then the casual turtleneck. And away we go. Leaving them to be assimilated. Interesting. What are they signaling?
Thanks for the ride back. Looks like your ship didn't suffer any malfunctions on the way. Lucky. You really had everybody's back today. Knowing you can be counted on even in the worst situations. Well, that's as rare as a Vulcan smile. When you have a moment, the director and I would like to talk to you about Tassine Faye's future. Right now, though, I think your command wants to speak with you.
Thanks, I'll check in with Chancellor Laurel. Alright, first let's talk to Sean.
Without your help, the Enterprise would have been a goner. Speaking of, looks like the Midas Array is now under quarantine. The array has been overtaken by the Chimerans. We're starting to recognize more of their signals over long-range sensors. It's not looking good, I'll give you that. But I'm confident we've made progress today. Oh, before you go, on my bridge, one of the Etherean drones said something to me that took me aback. It's as if it knew who I was. My life story. I think you know what I'm getting at. I'm lucky to be alive.
Tassine Faye fused some of the crew members. I noticed the same on board the Borderskew. You have my condolences, Captain. Your sacrifice won't be in vain. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't remember his sacrifice. Let's do them first.
Thank you for repairing the Lisette. That ship means more to me than words can say. As for what the Ethereans intended to do with our Singularity Core, I'd rather not speculate too much. My science officer, Neril, will be drawing up a full report. Suffice to say, it is clear they intended to use the Midas Array to their advantage somehow. They seem focused on sabotaging and acquiring new technology. Not unusual for the Borg, I suppose.
Well, it looks like the Chimerans' best Chimerans beat them to it. Let's hope Norell's report provides us with some more data. And finally, Koren.
You fought valiantly aboard the Borderskew and the Harmony. It is a pity we withdrew. We could have taken these Chimerans, blade in hand, I am sure of it. Some say these creatures are able to terraform entire Borg cubes. If the tales are true, then they are foes worthy of song. I would gladly give my life to see such an abomination with my own eyes. Wouldn't you?
You might be in luck. I have a feeling this won't be our last encounter with the Chimerans, Captain. So, there's way too much in the air right now, and they've done a good job of making it like a mystery story. It's like... I mean, we need to figure out what's going on with the Etherians. Like, where do their alliances lie? They seem like they are the Borg, and they just want to fuse everybody into more Etherians without our consent, because the Aether demands it, supposedly. We don't know what the Aether is, so we need to find that out. 7 of 9 may or may not be compromised now. We don't really know. And we also have, the Chimerans, which are literally terraforming and making Borg cubes almost entirely biological. So what are they? Where do they come from? Are they like a more human or a more biological version of Borg? You know, if they can make Borg organic, but under like these constant consuming rules, and they're basically zombies, essentially. There's so much that we need to know, and we don't have any answers yet. So yeah, Laurel.
Despite the challenges you faced on your mission, you return a champion. Tassin Fey is imprisoned in one of the station's brigs. As for the eventual fate of the Harmony, it remains contested. I believe we should return to the Midas Array and fight to retrieve it, so we may station it at Kittimer for observation. However, Proconsul Detan urges caution. He wishes for the Cooperative to study the ship from a distance, under the supervision of Director Hugh. Admiral Quinn, as usual, seems to favor this indirect approach.
Of course.
I hear from Captain Koren that you have brought great honor to your house and saved many warriors. You have earned my respect and that of the Klingon Empire once more. Kapla!
Thank you. Glad I could put my skills to good use. Chancellor Laurel, it honors me to serve the Klingon Defense Force. Glory to you and the Empire. There we go. Alright, now we can speak with the Directors of the Hour.
Thanks for checking back in with us. This was quite a mission, and I have a feeling our efforts have only just begun. My own de-assimilation bordered on traumatic. I ended up bringing my individuality back to a collective that was very ill-prepared for it. It caused widespread chaos and violence. We need to be careful about how we decide to move forward. Perhaps defusing Tassin Fey alone was for the best. I shudder to think of a galaxy full of unfused Etherians who, well, lack guidance.
He's not wrong. Liberating a Borg is no joke, and the start is the worst of it. But what first seems like a curse eventually becomes a gift. During my time aboard Voyager, I learned the value of individuality, but also the strength of personal connection. In the end, it became apparent to me that you don't need a hive mind to understand the real meaning of unity. Anyway, I'm glad we had you along for the ride today. It's easy for us liberated Borg to get carried away when dealing with another collective. It's so personal, you need someone with a fresh perspective to keep you level-headed.
I can imagine how difficult it is to defuse an unwilling Borg Queen, but I'm glad we stayed united. Later! I would love to get an Etherian outfit by the end of this. That halo on her back is pretty awesome.
How are you doing, Tassin Fey?
Especially if it
She's refused
displays
to talk so far.
stuff.
Give her time. Patience. It'll get better.
You know, I've been where you are right now. Longing to go back to a chorus of comforting voices. Frustrated at my lack of agency. But in the end, liberation was the only way forward. It gave me back so many things that I'd forgotten I needed. I see you remain unconvinced. But what's so different between being controlled by an ether and being told what to do by the Alliance until you can make up your own mind? At least once you're liberated, you'll be free to decide how to live your life. That's more than what I got at times. Well, I'll be back same time tomorrow, Tassine Faye.
Tefay.
What did you say?
Tefay was my name. Tassine is just a title.
Right. Queen.
No. We have no corporeal queen. Defusing me was pointless. You achieved nothing.
What we achieve is helping you. And every other drone. One person at a time. Until every Borg is liberated. And no one is left behind.
Irrelevant. Impossible. Someone is always left behind. That is why the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
Well, maybe. But the whole would be nothing without all of its parts. I hope that in time you'll see that. Same time tomorrow. Tefay.
Interesting. Apparently she's not the queen, and what we did was pointless. Alright, let's report to Hugh.
I'm contacting you from Deep Space Nine to report that our mission has been a partial success. Tassine Faye is under our supervision and making progress, slowly but surely. Although it appears she's not the Ethereum Borg Queen after all. Seven is working together with the Alliance to oversee her diffusion process, and we expect answers soon. The process has been both a strain on the station psychologically and in terms of resources. It's clear Tassine Faye does not trust us yet. As for the Midas Array, I received a report from Commander Jirok Science Officer Narrow. It appears the Etherians were attempting to use both the array and the Lisette Singularity Core to open a rift in space-time. It's difficult to understand their motives. We are unable to collect more data for now, as both the Midas Array and the Harmony are swarming with Chimerans. The Alliance has sent some of their best fleets over to contain the situation, but reports of Chimerans have already surfaced from other systems. Seven and I will reach out to our allies to understand who we can call in to assist with these Chimeran incursions. I'll contact you if any more information comes to light. Do not hesitate to do the same, should we be of use to you.
Alright. We get a random, very rare space item. Get 7 of 9 civilian outfit and Odyssey tactical vest. Alright. Okay, so that's officially it. We have no new missions. We have officially completed the storyline of Star Trek Online until they release a new story mission. As you can see, story missions are very much alpha testing. We the players are basically the testers of the game, and we report any things that they might find. If we're lucky, they'll see my video and they'll see all the glitches that I spotted, and now I know that the missing crew member was not a glitch. But yeah, we're officially done. This character, I'm gonna continue getting a reputation up. Hopefully by the next time we convene, I'll have most of these done, if not all of them done, to rank 6. And I'll have all the outfits, and I'll be able to give you some new cool looking stuff. I'm definitely gonna change my character's gear, because the reason why I have all this stuff is so that I could get the bonus from the Nakul gear. but I really don't like this Nakul weapon, and this is one of the 3 things that I need in order to do the Nakul gear stuff. Now, this sword is not part of the Nakul gear stuff, so I can keep the Nakul Assassin Blade, but if I want to do all this stuff, and I want to switch it all up and get new gear, I'm going to need to find a way to get more super upgrade stuff before I can continue, because right now I only have 1 available. So I wouldn't have the best gear in the entire game. I would have near the best gear in the entire game until I get those super level up stuff, or unless I find that one of my characters is holding on to it that I don't realize, which is a possibility. So, anyway, I'll definitely be doing that. I might change some of the stuff on here, if only to get the 2 engineering, or the 3 engineering consoles for defensive purposes, but that means I'm going to have to move a lot of stuff around, and it also means that I'm going to be losing stuff. I have to at least remove 3 items, and I don't think there's anything that I really want to get rid of. Most of this stuff is really good in combination, and I'd be getting rid of it for just defensive stuff. My ship can withstand most attacks that I'm up against, so... But anyway, that's stuff to worry about for the next time we see each other in this game. Thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out when you do that. As I always like to say at the end of these videos, don't get assassinated!